Well, here we are up in the mountains. How do we get up here? Oh, only the crazy people are out in the full moon. So, it's like, I don't know, 8:30 or 9 or something now. And there was a chap that contacted me about something this morning. There we go. Nearly 8:30. And he said, oh, can I come along to the warehouse this afternoon? And there's something I want to buy. I'm like, yeah, no, it's cool. And I said, oh, I'll be alright after 3. Free after 3. Actually contacted me around 1:30 and said, oh, I'm free now. And so I waited and waited and waited. Never got a word back. 6 o'clock came and I said, right. Before that, I got excited about this new fandangled pack. And it's actually utilised for carrying camera batteries and camera-y stuff and all that. I think this would be good for my little tablet-y, camera-y notebooks and all that shit. And I tell you, this is the best, most comfortable pack I've ever utilised. I've got 3. Anyways, but I've had them over the years, you know. And there you go. So I figured stuff it. What is it? 8:30. I'm 2.5 hours into the walk so far. Got a long way to go. But yeah, loving it. It's real nice. I even walked past way back there at 5k's or something, past one of the pit stops. Actually, there's 3 pit stops there that I could have walked in and grabbed a beer. I didn't. But no, I'm enjoying this. So I've actually got my tablet here with actually another bloke just contacted me. I checked my phony poos and I figured, oh, it's that bloke, and turns out it's not. It was another guy. And so interested in the same thing. So I'm like, all right, well, maybe I could just tell the first guy to go stuff himself. But who knows? You know, you never know. Maybe he got caught up with something. So that's cool. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. And besides, if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be walking along doing this right now. Check this unit out. It's just rad. This is one of the units that was in all those bags that I was dealing with. This unit is rad. It's got all kinds of cool compartments and what have yous, and it's brand new, and it's very good. So yeah, I wouldn't be doing this, walking along in the breach of winter. But anyways, I figured, all right. Now right here is actually a fair amount of lighting in comparison to some of the areas, but I say that because one of my circuits, I find it a whole lot easier when I get my tablet out, you see. Let's just march up this hill and get a bit more oxygen. Anyways, my tablet, I get on the Gutenberg project and download free ebooks, which is great, and jumped straight back into the World War I genre, and I'm reading this comedic thing right now. I'll show it a bit later on. Yeah, and just walking along reading that. So I could have been here a whole lot earlier, but yeah, it's just walking along, and I just got the tablet in the hand there. I've got this brackety thing on the back of it to make it quite easy to read, hold on to. And in some sections, so for instance, see that white line, in some sections you've got these yellow corrugated rubbery line thing, probably utilised for the blind, and so they tap along with their sticky poos, and so I basically keep that in the peripheral and walk along and just read, you know. It's really great. So I haven't been for quite a bit of a hike for a while. Generally just, you know, exercising my biceps with 500 cans of beer, 500ml cans of beer. So hey, they're heavier than the 350s, trust me, you know. Anyways, so that's what I'm kind of doing. I'm thinking I might just hoof it a bit, regardless of whether it happens or not. I don't really care, and I might get a few things done, which I plan to do much earlier this very day. Get that done, and then I could have just gone tomorrow, but I'm like, stuff it, no, this is what I wanted to do, so I'm gonna do it. And then after that's done, I'll make that decision as to whether I might get on the last train back if I walk an hour and a quarter in that direction. So, yeah, well, either way, it's you nice. Either way. God, is that guy still kicking? He's like 80 years old and he's still saying, oh, you know, the eat 2 candles in 30 seconds challenge. Yeah. Anyways, full moon's just gorgeous right now. This is the golf course right here. That'd be cool to cut through there now, wouldn't it? It's quite possible. No, I wouldn't do that. Because there's on the other side there's because of the bamboo forest on the other side, I end up, and there's a whole bunch of shishy wild pigs in there, so yes, might not fare too well. One of them's like 100 odd freaking kilo. Anyways, but yes, it's not exactly warm, but I'm enjoying this. I dropped in at the local hardware store, one of the main ones, and just to have a bit of a look-see-poos. Well, it's nice and warm in there, that's the reason why I went in there. And I found there's this thermal gear, thermal clothing, like real sort of thick, stretchy stuff, which I haven't seen that good a quality, especially for the price. Ridiculous, because it's Clown World right now, but the price for those is great. I presume it's cheap so that they'll get people to get out and want to work. Okay, what do we got here? Starry night. 10 degrees, and we expect it to get down to, that's normal degrees, not that F stuff. And we expect it to get down a low of, what are we saying here? 6, I think. Earlier it was saying 4. So, shan't be too, it's not too bad, when you get a bit of a clip on, your body heats up and all that. I was very inspired by today as I was watching all casino action. Victor getting Victor lucked again, and he actually walked away with some money today, so that's amazing. He's only down like 200 grand this year. Yeah, well, at least he shows you're gambling bad. They probably want him to lose. Oh, get out of here! You're making, we're losing customers. Anyways, it's very enjoyable. Like when he wins, you want him to win, you really do. And when he does, it's great. It's really exciting. But on the other side of the spectrum sphere, when he starts complaining, God, it's hilarious. And he's like, it's like he's 5 years old and having a temper tantrum, but he's fully justified. I mean, God, does he get bad beat? Yeah. Yeah. It's just like he needs a different job, man, or whatever. And so I was checking out some of the usual nonsense clowns, So if it's kind of interesting how some people still kick on, and they still like do exactly the same thing, expecting a different result. I speak to you of Hungry Fat Chick. So she decides this particular round session she's going to eat Hard Rock Cafe takeaway food. So she made the effort to press some buttons on a phone, 3 steps to a door, grab said food, get back to the workstation, and chow down on that. The steak did not look that good and the vegetables looked bloody terrible, but and then so I was inspired by when she was talking about these TV shows her and her friends are currently watching, and some book she's reading about dragons, and I'm thinking, yeah, I'm watching this. So I'm like, that's it. I grabbed this bag, threw in a bunch of shit. I said, right, I'm going for a hike. And this could end up being a 6-hour job or a 4.5 hour job, or whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's good to get out here. God, I'd love to have a few of those. See, that's a 20-foot container, probably comes in. 20-foot container, all decked out with windows and fancy doors and all kinds of fancy pants set up. I'd love to have a nice block by the beach going all lethal weapony. And what are you doing Saturday? And what are you doing Saturday? And I have a bunch of those set up. I did see a guy down way that way. Probably about on one of my travels, walking travels. He had that set up. Yeah, I looked at that and go, whoa, I would like to have that. And this dude, yeah, he's got like a square where you drive into, and then he's got these like rectangular set up of these shipping containers. He's decked it out real nice like a home, and cut and shut and doors and windows and blah blahs and solar panels, and got his wood stove. Got all the shit, man, you know. Yeah, I like to have that. So yeah, she was very inspiring for me. And I was thinking, yeah, I could like get hold of a television and watch Game of Thrones reruns like 50 times. Good. And yes. Yeah. Oh well. Ooh, get out and walk your bastard. So yeah, that's that. Anyways, yeah, woke up this morning. Wonderful to wake up, and you made your quota. You know, some chaps out there been buying stuff off me, and some lasses for years, you know, and they're like, dude, it's good to see you again, bloody blahs, and thank you very much. Absolutely. Likewise. So yeah, there's a lot of good people out there that have got my back, and I like that. And likewise, so there you go, they got my 6, you know, so that's good. So I made my quota this morning, but still I go, right, what am I going to do? I actually wanted to come here around 3, and so it happens that I'll wait around for that chat, but I ended up today off to the post office. Whoosh! So 2 things went. One to France, one to the USA, and then, I wonder if that's the other chip, is it? No. And then I went to the that transport company, and there's a little bit of Mendoc side where you've got to bother that you've got to anything internationally sent to be internationally sent. Oh, pardon that. I don't usually care to say pardon, but oh god, it's getting all snotty nosy. Anyways, yeah, you've got to basically pre-pack it to know your weights and measures and all, but have it so that you can present what is actually the item that's actually in there. So, but at least they have like the thick, good, expensive tape. And I think I might be able to but ask every now and again. But they offered it freely, all these bubble wrap and stuff. I'm like, yeah, for this bell I sent a few weeks back. I'm like, oh, okay, they ordered it, you want to, alright, so I don't feel like I'm a charlatan sham scam. I'm just like, yeah, alright. That stuff can get expensive, packing stuff can get expensive, and now in clown world it's very expensive. But anyways, and I'm not inclined to, you know, just to charge people. Imagine all the charges. Hey, give me the gasoline money and my warehouse rent and the you know, and the time it takes to go and travel and do all them. I just like what I do, okay? Yeah. So anyways, I had to once again present and show them what I have packed. You know, 80% packed, pre-packed, and yeah, so that's off to Louisiana. Yes, and there's a chap out there that he's been buying my stuff over the years, and you know, like when everything went cold and the dark world came, that was real tough times. But these chaps are coming out of the woodwork, aren't they? And they're like, hey dude, hello. And, you know, wonderful to see him again, and wonderful to know that we've got that good trust businessy relation-y thing going on. I'd love to meet him, you know, go down to the local pit stop and grab some bevies and then go for a walkie poos. Yeah, so there you go. So I So I sent 3 things off this very day, and that's that. I'll tell you, this is the place. I heard some noises here one day. I was like, one night at like 2 o'clock in the morning, like shit. And they didn't have that big flashy thing over there. They didn't have much in the way of lighting, and behind there, I thought, fuck this. It sounds like someone's trying to break into this container here. So like, right, I better do something about this. And it turns out the cage behind there was a wild pig stuck in it. There you go. Anyways, over here, I'm supposed to be getting things done. Over there, just across the road, there's this huge vacant area that's got that was used for got this great big concrete-y sort of place. It was used for one of those concrete crushery machiney truck thing where they make gravel, which is just down there. So I presume they moved from there to there, or they're affiliated or whatever. And or maybe they just don't use that thingy anyway. I don't know. But what I do know is all this area here has been vacant for many a year, and it's got awesome elevation changes. It's got excellent spacing, and a lot of it's concreted for your cars, roll up in your vans, for your motocross bikes and all that. You could make an awesome track there. Really interesting stuff, some sort of medium range supercrossy kind of track, something like that. Personally, I prefer good, safe. No one gives a fuck about this. Oh, well, I do, okay? Now, good, safe tabletops, big, long tabletops. Good, safe. Because what you do is, if you want to look really good, you get a big tabletop, right? And you just keep hitting it until you get it all the time. And then you get a big digger and you take out the center and people go, cut. Oh, my battery thing ran out. oh, it's actually on the red. It's on the red line. Okay. Well, anyways, it's cooling down, and I just felt, to hey with it. I'm just going to, could have driven, could have scooted, could have bicycled, but oh my God, I felt I'll just walk. Granted, I drank about 5 litres of drip coffee today. A mate handed me this really cool drip coffee making machine-y thing, and I've been drinking a lot of coffee. You might have noticed. Yeah, there you go. That's one of those big rock crushy thingies. So they're probably the same dudes. They just decided to come down here and do it there instead for whatever reason. Hey, or competition. I don't know, I'm just babbling right now. Alright, now I'm going to keep hoofing it and then get this stuff done. I've got my tablet-y in the back there, and just get what I wanted to get done by far earlier today. But I'm really glad I'm out here just having a right good march. So I don't give a stuff if I miss the last train. Don't care. It'll just be a 6-hour walk rather than a 4-odd hour walk or whatever, because I've actually got to divert and head in that direction, which is like, I think it's an hour and a quarter to the train station from the warehouse. But regardless, it's all good. Alright, now, whomever you shall be in 10,000 years' time, that, on the interwebby poos, or what they're going to call it then, because no one else is listening to it, like, currently. As soon as I click off, you click off, get on your freaking walking shoesy poozes, and go for a right good walk. That's an order. Get it done. Let's check this out. Horizon treadmill. It's a Horizon compact folding system. So you can pull the pins and fold down. And then up to there, kabe, so cool. Yeah, it does. Now, これね、前に、safety key、今、safety key、off ね。そして、もし、小さいの、マグネットあります。ここに。あとで、safety key, press enter to confirm. I think you just press start. Ooh, here we go. Ooh, here we go. Ooh, oh my god. Okay, so, let's go. Press a few buttons. Come on, baby. Ooh, speed on. これハンドルありますね。そう大丈夫。And here we go. And high speed あります。low speed あります。ABAREBUGYO スピードあります。これかっこいいんだろうね。その前にもしね、あなたは小さいのマグネット買います。丸の小さいマグネット買います。もしね、取って。セーフティースター、セーフティーキーね。そう。そして小さいマグネット。いつも入る。なってで。スタート。Here we go again. Woohoo! Oh, we do right. Yeah, 面白い。So there we go. And いつもスタート low speed, so safety ですね。And 後で、stop. And これ weight loss interval. I don't know weight. I need weight. Calorie goals. Distance goals. いいもの安いよ。Okay. 私のマグネットですね。Okay, that's that. Yeah. もし、インターネットの中に新しい本物の同じスタイルマグネットでも何でもいいマグネット大丈夫。初めてマグネットピーピー OK ね取ったなんでそうでももしいつも入る後で OK and safety 取って、like that じゃあ OK that'll do for that 次の僕は3時間ぐらい歩くしました今塾から今ここにいた島ですねそう後でもうちょっと歩く今日いい天気そして歩きたい wanna walk 歩きたいでもね beautiful really lovely night tonight so I decided to walk there you go okay じゃあ次の問題 oh yeah I got a toaster oh look at this oh shit okay let's get on to this pretty late, but getting on to it anyway. Nice 3-hour walk that one. What do we got now? Time wise, around 9:30. Cookie. Now, this here is a very desirable piece. It's hinoki. Hinoki no ki, the type of wood. Beautiful. It's got beautiful coloration lines and stuff in it. The corners are very good. Beautiful playing surface, very smooth. You see a fair amount of glare from the lighting there, but no, this is good quality stuff. Very nice piece indeed. And comes with. This is nice. Yeah, that's hinoki, alright. Comes with these. These are real deal thick shells. Beautiful. This is very large too, so. I don't know if you can pick it up. There you go, there's your lines. Right there, it's very nice pieces. This is good stuff. So I advise that you jump on this. I have to do all the packing and the box protectors and everything. But at least you won't have to wait 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, maybe never. Bad people opening up containers and stealing everything. It sits beautifully too. This real recommendation, right? This one right here. Yeah, with this air freight system, you pay a little bit more, and boom, you get it really quickly. Yeah, that's fantastic. So I'd go for that if I were you. Okay, now let's move on to that, and then we'll hit the road, Jack. Yeah, all right. No, I like that. That's a real nice one. There you go. It's going to be a bit of work packing these things, but soldier on. Okay, now, this one here, beautiful colorations in this one too. This is Kaya wood, Kaya no Ki, and well, reluctantly I went and got a couple of these. I figured, alright, I'll chuck these in. That's what some of these are real deal Edo period. I figured you might want something to play with. They're wood cases. Wasn't too keen to put those in because I think the price I have in mind just for this is it's just too good. Sits beautifully. A few little nicks and bonks here and there. She's an antique. And you can see with the playing surface is marvelous. Corners are pretty good too. You can see where the moisture. That's what happens. With a lot of boards. You can see, yeah, moisture's come through there. Beautiful lines she has. Look at all the lines in there. That's from a very old piece of wood there. Nice stuff. Beautiful condition. That's good for its age. Beautiful. Okay, so you'll receive that and that, and look at all the coloration marks and stuff, and it's really something, this piece. So yeah, with the air freighter, it's so much better than that sea freight stuff, and not as rough too. But I do put a lot of work into board protectors and all this stuff, everything that goes into making this happen. Talking quite quickly because I'm going to go over there, eat the rest of my toasted sandwich, and then whoop, and go. But yeah, this is what I wanted to do today, to present this and this. And I decided to. Someone was talking about that treadmill thing. We're quite rapt that we got that going. So yeah, I love the lines it's going in here, see? And that coloration is very similar to what's going on with this one too. So which one would I choose? Don't know. Oh. Alright. Uh-oh, gotta do something. Gotta go. Be good. Back in action. Move it, soldier! Oh, it's a very lovely night. A very lovely evening indeed. Oh, okay, now what I'm going to do, after I got everything done, didn't I? Everything I was desirous of. Everything I wanted to do today got done. Okay, so now I don't think I have to force march to the train station. I could just walk all the way back, but figure I'll do. I'll head back to the ranch via the train, and then I can do some more internet-y kind of worky stuff. Yeah, and that shan't be so bad. One time, yeah, I was walking along here in the middle of the night, having a few drinky poos. Sometimes, like in the gorgeous summertime, the weather's just, and you actually want to be outside, yeah, and just for the ghastly humidity throughout the day. But as it starts to cool down, it's delicious. You could sit there and watch shit on TV and eat shit and just sit by the air conditioner, but to actually go out and get raped by some wild pigs is a better idea, you know. So I'm walking along here in the middle of the night, just with some 500 ml canny toilies, and a whole bunch of bloody noises all rackety over here, and I'm like, shit, what's going on here? And there's a whole tribe of these great big wild pigs. And I'm going, shit, alright, I could probably run over this bridge right here, which is really old and fucked. It's probably just going to collapse on me right now. Oh, shit. And then sort of defend the bridge, maybe. We reckon I could probably defend the bridge from here and just sort of start kicking some ass and kicking some wild people, pushing them in there sort of thing. I reckon that's probably my best form of defence. Yes. Yeah. What? What? Anyways, yeah, no shit. But they all had a bit of a marchy poos and ran off into there. God, pretty amazing how they just storm forced Narvik just through all that shit in the middle of the night. And can they see where they're going? Do they have some kind of spontaneously radar-y sonar kind of thing? Or do they just bash into things and it doesn't really bother them? Don't know. No one's listening to this shit. Still trundling. Oh, some starry night there. Don't see many stars in the northern hemisphere. Check that out. Boom. Full moon. Only the werewolves and meth heads and crazy people come out in a full moon and walk along in some rice field knowing there's like wild pigs over there and crazy meth heads. Yeah, meth heads, crazy people and crazy meth heads. They're probably the worst. Berserkers. Yeah. Okay. Now what we're going to do is head straight through these ricey fields onto, I'm thinking, the best course of action or the fastest method. Right, is to not do this at all and stay back in front of the kerosene heater and eat sandwiches. But anyways, the plan is, God, that's rad, isn't it? That's a concrete joint over there. That's so rad. The plan is, there's a road over there that will make things expedited, and because I'm stupid enough to, like, there's not very much in the way of walking path, as in none, 0, but alas, I have a dark coloured backpack and dark coloured jacket, and they're not so dark, the jeans, but you know, and there's no walking path, and it's the middle of the freaking night. But hey, there is, you know, that'll just hurtle into catastrophe. But my life is oh, you mother. What the fuck was that? Oh, that's to it's something to stop the wild pigs getting in there, I presume. Ooh, had to go edit that bit out. Yes. Wasn't expecting that bloody thing. Now, so, I figure on the plus side, because you know there's cars traversing along that particular road I was speaking of, the plus side, we have that great big flashy thing there, so it isn't anywhere near as dark as some nights could be. In fact, it was very, very cloudy and dark one night very recently, and I was like, God, I can't see shit. And it turns out one of the blokes at the toll boothy thing there, he said to me, oh, one of your headlights is out. Oh, that could explain a few things. And so I went to pop the thing out. I'm like, dude, how do you, this bloody, what is it on? Like, I pop out one screw and I can move it a fair bit, but I'm thinking maybe it's on some sort of rubber grommets or it's got a locator or something like that. So I got online. It's amazing, that machine. And I had a look at some pictures of one of them, and I think I got it figured out. I think it's actually is on a locator, and you pop that locator out and then you can pull it out. If not, we'll go and see one of our mates and say, hey, yeah, we need a bit of knowledge here, and you know. So we'll figure it out, and then I'll pop one of those new globe in that thing, and we should be right as rain. Now, you find fair enough there's a fair bit of light coming from that, but look, that great big flashy thing is really, I've walked through here in the, I'm talking middle of the, the predators are out. Or was that the aliens? Aliens versus predators. Shit. I'll walk through here at times, middle of the night. I'm talking 2 in the morning, right? And drinking beers, and a whole bunch of catastrophe over there. Whole bunch of noise. It's really easy to just like, especially if you're having a few drinky poos, you know, fall down into one of those and break your freaking leg or something. So that's good. And then you won't have to like work the next day. But all kinds of weird noises come from over there. Yeah. See? Not kidding you. Yeah, there's pigs. I can hear them. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh God, alright, best form of defense. Okay, we'll hop over there. When they go to jump, they'll just jump that one, don't they? Yeah, there's a whole stack of them. There's a whole gang of the bastards in there. Right, so best form of defense, what do? Okay, bolt down there, get into that bamboo foresty thing, and just keep running around bamboo until it's daylight. Pick up some bamboo and stab them in the eyeballs. What about that? Fend them off that way. What else? That's not a very good idea. Okay, shit, just fight them as is. Not many options I'm seeing right here. We'll come up with some decent fucking idea. Hey, weren't you over there before? Yeah, not many good ideas here because they're really fast. But I don't want to overexert myself right off the bat, because then I might be too tired to fight the bastards. Got it. So I bolt down here. Yes, and I know there's fences over there that they've built up because they do like public works and stuff. There you go. And right, bolt through these. Formulating ideas here, and then right, straight through here. Probably get one of those and whack them. Right, bolt down here and leap over this bastard. I could do that. Yeah, even with this pack on. Jump, parkour that to safety. There you go. I'll probably find some shovels and shit in there too. The workers, they leave their trucks in there sometimes, or they do sort of public works or whatever. Right, that's how I would handle that situation. Hey, going all special forces and getting some stolen valor. Now, what we're going to do, we could go up there, but I'm going to be stupid enough to go through here onto that road, so that I can walk along the road that doesn't have a footpath. Yes. Hey, nice night, huh? Oh, shit. The further I get away from those fancy poos, the less advantage I have. I'm not shitting you. There's a whole tribe of frickin' wild pigs. They're the same ones as the ones I talked about earlier, and one of them's a huge bastard. Trying to take him on. God, he was in front of me one time on this roadway, and I'm just like, dude, will you get out of the way? You know, he's trotting along, but God, like, not the size of those prize pigs that they might have in frickin' Kansas. We're not in Kansas anymore, anyways, right? But for one that isn't designed to just win shows and just be stagnated and just get fat, right? These dudes run around in the forest, in the bamboo trees and all that, and eat bamboo rooty shoots or whatever the hell they eat. And you know, I don't know, maybe they'll find a pack of twisties or you know, the odd Gaijin savage that just decides to walk around in the middle of the night like a freaking dickhead and talk about nonsense. But guess what? You're listening. Alright, soldier on. A pretty decent road, this one, really, for as far as roads go. Like, real nice and straight now. But I keep having to cross the road, but it's not that busy. A few on occasions. Rigs coming this way. But for the most part, it's been quite good. I can jump off into the rice fields or something if need be. But sort of, that reminds me of that album of the Eagles in Arizona. Anyways, yes. So I don't really exactly want to jump down there. I could, but. Yes. See, I wouldn't want to walk along here on a busy day, which I have before. That's why I'm slightly reluctant to walk along here, especially wearing dark clothing. Yes. Anyways, making good time. I can hear a car, I'm sure of it. Yeah. So I'm making good time now. And it was really good to go on a nice walk. I brought along, I changed my shoesy poos to these othery poos. My other shoes are stuffed, but these ones are stuffed too, but they've got a lot of spring in them. It's surprising, you actually walk faster. It's true. It might not sound true, but it is true. It's got a real lot of cushiony spring in them. So they're very, very comfortable to go for a real long, nice walk. So I'd suggest to anyone at this time, because, depending on where you are, you know, I've been watching a whole lot of stuff with those dudes, like they're in Iowa or wherever, and out in the wherevers, and you know, they're trying to get things done before the snow flies and all that. That's a reference to 1953 movie Shane. Anyways, yeah, so, God, oh my God, and they're wearing a total abundance of stuff. And that, reminds me of, so I don't do cold. C-O-L-D, is that how you spell it? I don't know. I'm Australian, man. Anyways, yeah, what are we doing? We don't know what's going on right now. Let's shake hands with some ghosts. Right, so that reminds me of the oh, we've got a footpath now. Right on. So it reminds me of that thermal clothing I was looking at earlier at one of my favourite hardware stores. Keep calling them warehouses. Bunnings Warehouse. Saturday and Sunday sausage sizzle. There's a beautiful house around here somewhere. Up on the hill. Oh, there it is up there. God, that's a huge joint that is. Anyway, looks like a temple, but I think it's just some dude's house. No. Yeah, that thermal clothing, I'm very keen on it because the cost of it and the feel of it, a really wonderful feeling of fabric. And I'm well keen to get some so that I can spend more time, because I've spent time at the warehouse in winter time, and oh God, what a nightmare that is. Running out of kerosene. I've only got 7 heaters or whatever in there. See, I don't do C-O-L-D. That's a dirty 4-letter word, that one, C-O-L-D. Anyways, I reckon, because fuel costs are so expensive right now, even kerosene's crazy expensive, yeah. But, alas, I've seen them throughout in the summertime, the best time to buy them. Oh, God damn it. Big, that was a back fist. Anyways, I flinch and scare easy, don't I? Anyways, right, back to it. sometimes I see these thunder boxes around, like a, what do you call them, you know, pot belly stove things, and a range, because you range on it. The Good Life. Tom and Barbara Good. you range on it. Anyways, reminds me of the book I've been reading. Now, so I guess in the summertime the best to purchase. They've got a bunch of them at the main hardware stores now. You know, the brand new sort of El Cheapo materials and things, but they're good, excellent cost. They really are. And all I'd have to do is cut a hole in the wall and put some piping out there and some kind of ceramic stuff around the I can get it all done. But and wood abound, right? Those blokes, 2 carpenters, are near me, and instead of them having to go through all the shit of having to chuck low battery. Lucky for you, my batteries run out, so you don't have to listen to me garble on.
Elemental forces caused the egg to hatch. From it then came a stone monkey. The nature of monkey was irrepressible.